Happy Thursday and welcome to On the Move with Nan and Kam. And we are joined today by Arlene Cary, who is just really like a super sports backers volunteer. I can't even really describe any one job that she does here for us because she does so many. So just active living enthusiast in the community. Welcome, Arlene.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. We're so excited to have you here. Now, I know we would have very much wanted to have you anyway, but you guys might recognize Arlene from her NBC 12 segment where she just won the kindness award for at her school. What school are you at, and how did that happen?
I'm at St. Joseph Catholic School, and my former coworker Dylan Taylor, he nominated me. I was his mentor when he was working at the school, and little did I know that I made an impact on his life just beyond the school walls. And he nominated me, and it was such a surprise. It was really crazy. So
That's so
it
sweet.
was an
That is so
honor.
sweet. Super deserved, but I'm sure Dylan is not the only person's life you've impacted with all the work that you do in the community. It is very, very astounding when you start looking. When I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Wow, Arlene's literally involved in almost everything."
She is. How long have you been a teacher?
I've been teaching for 30 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
you've obviously made impact on a lot of people's lives, not just Dylan. So well
I would hope
deserved.
so.
Yes.
So I've taught in North Carolina, I've taught in Petersburg Public Schools, Chesterfield County Schools, and then now at St. Joseph.
That's great. Have you always been a physical education teacher?
No, I was a third grade teacher before that. I taught third grade, fourth grade, and second grade.
Oh,
I
wow.
just
That's
became a
fun.
PE teacher 5 years ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, since you are a PE teacher now. Obviously, you were like, I'm passionate about the active lifestyle. So tell us a little bit about how living an active lifestyle became so important for you.
Well, it kind of started a long time ago. I can remember as a little girl growing up in the Bronx, we did everything outside. We rode our bikes, we roller skated, we played jump rope, just playing jump rope and double dutch especially. But we were always active, no matter what. And I was an overweight child growing up, but it never stopped me. I kept up with everybody, and we all did what we needed to do. We walked everywhere we went. Then transitioned on to high school. I can remember there was a walkathon that was going to happen, and people had to raise money to do it, but I didn't raise money. I just went ahead and went down, took the train to Central Park, and I went to this walkathon, and it's kind of like the races that we have here, but it wasn't like much of a running race, but it was a walking race. And I could just remember the feeling, the energy on the train getting towards Central Park, all the way to the energy throughout the walk and going back. It was nothing like I've ever felt. So and reflecting on that, I realized that's where it started. And so I've always liked walking and, just doing different things to help stay healthy.
Yeah, I love that. You said double dutch, and the first thing that came to my mind was Cameron has been teaching some HIIT classes here at the office, and she has us jump roping in one of them. I don't think I touched a jump rope in maybe like, I don't even know, 20 something years,
Probably.
more than that. And
Oh,
wow, that is, we started doing it one day together, and I was like, I didn't realize what a workout this is.
Oh,
I was like jump roping, and I'm not good at it.
Yeah, it is like once I started incorporating, I was like, wow, I don't have to run. I can literally just jump rope and I can be out of breath very quickly.
yes, quickly.
Yeah, but I do think like now that you say that, you like were from the Bronx and obviously you walked to get most places. My fiance's grandma is also from like they're all from New York, but she's in her 80s and she still walks everywhere. Like she
That's
moved
great.
out, she lives in North Carolina now, but like coming from an active lifestyle like area and you have to walk everywhere or you have to ride a bike or it really helps like as you're getting older your mobility and being able to walk because my grandparents are also in their 80s and they could not walk like how she can. So I feel like that is definitely a perk of living in the city is you get to stay active for a very long time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. But obviously talking about being walking everywhere. You seem to be everywhere. Tell us about the ways that you're involved in the community now, because a lot of our races, you're involved in a lot of things that we do, which is in Richmond. But like you said, you teach in Petersburg. So tell us how you're involved in your community there and in Richmond and what all you do.
Okay, well, I guess I'll begin with school as the PE teacher. I am the PE teacher at St. Joseph School, so I teach PE and health to the whole school from 4 year olds all the way to eighth grade. And I also teach health classes to them. And I instill in them that you can do anything. It's not that you don't have to be the fastest, the strongest. You can do what you put your mind to, and you can do it at your level. And I always tell them, like when I do the races, I show them my medals every time I get them. I said, I got this medal. I was not number one. I was not number 20. I was like number 1,000, but I still got it. But it's your own race.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the community, I am busy every day of the week almost. On Mondays,
Yeah.
on Mondays and Tuesdays, I have my Fitness Warrior classes where I do Zumba. I do Zumba on Zoom on Monday evenings at 6 o'clock. I do Zumba at Metropolitan Baptist Church on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. Starting again on Wednesdays at 5:30, I will have Aqua Zumba at Virginia State University.
Oh,
And
cool.
yes, and I have a break Thursday. I have a break Friday. Saturday mornings, I do Aqua Zumba at the YMCA. I used to have a class on Thursdays doing TRX, but that has been changed. So I've gotten that day off now. But
You deserve a day
Yeah,
off.
you deserve a day off. When it's run club season, what days do you meet for Kids on the Move?
it depends on the year, but mostly it's usually like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Okay.
And is that
Yeah.
at St. Joseph's?
Yes, that's at St. Joseph.
Okay.
And I forgot about that stuff too. I also do I do the Kids on the Move run club. That's the only thing I'm involved in, but I do have to get the other sports together for the students to be involved in.
Just a little bit of everything.
I know. I love it. You mentioned being a fitness warrior. So tell us a little bit about what it's been like being a fitness warrior and how long you've been one.
Ooh, being a fitness warrior has changed my life. I was teaching Zumba before I became a fitness warrior,
Okay.
and I was a little reluctant to becoming a fitness warrior, but I met two fitness warriors at a at an event here in Prince George, and I told them that I was thinking about it, and they said, "I better see your name on that list, and I better see you being a fitness warrior." So I went ahead and did it, and like I said, it has changed my life. I think I've been a fitness warrior I was part of class 6, so however many
Okay.
years that is, 6 or 7. Um,
Okay.
but it has afforded me so many opportunities to spread fitness to other people, the different community events, um, health fairs, and all of that. And it's just broadened my world with the relationships I've built within the Fitness Warrior community, with the clan, my Fitness Warrior brothers and sisters, the participants in every class. It's just really, it's really made an impact on my life. And people talk about how I make an impact on their lives, but the Fitness Warrior program has made an impact on my life, not only with just the relationships, but then also the different certifications that I've earned within the time. I've gotten a Pilates certification. I'm an ACE group fitness instructor certification and TRX. So I'm always able to broaden my skills and use them when I can, and that's just meant the world to me.
And I think it goes to say, like, another skill that we really don't talk about, but is actually hard, is the fact that you find ways to bring fitness and different activities to people who range from age 4 to like if you're in a fitness class,
Yeah.
you could be like 85, 90 years old. And so like trying, even with my Kids on the Move club, like I have kindergarten to 5th grade, and trying to keep those 5th graders like involved in what we're doing and actually like get them wanting to do what the 4-year-olds are also doing is difficult sometimes,
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, I'm too cool for this. So having to like
The full
have
age
the
range.
range, wow. So tell us a little about the Kids on the Move, like your coaching journey for Kids on the Move, and how long you've been a coach there.
Um, I actually started coaching back when I was teaching in Petersburg when I first became a fitness warrior and I found out about the Kids on the Move. It wasn't Kids on the Move then. What was it called first? Kids on the Run.
Kids run,
Run.
kids run RVA.
Kids Run RVA.
Yeah.
This is the first time I can remember that. Good. Usually I get them all mixed up.
Yeah. So I said, "Oh, I can bring this to my kids." And so I asked my principal, and she said, "Sure, go ahead." And so I was able to do the run club with my students there, and I had them do the 10K race that year. It was really fun. It was a good experience. Then when I got to St. Joseph, I did bring it to the PE teacher that was in charge then, and he wasn't really feeling it. He said, "I'll keep doing with the diocese and all of that." So I just left it alone. And then when I became PE teacher, I automatically started doing it, and it's been going ever since. I've had kids who thoroughly enjoyed being in the Kids on the Move Run Club. I've had kids who did not really enjoy it as much, but they kept with it for the season. I've had kids that's been in it every season that we've had it. I've had kids that did it maybe once or maybe only in the fall, just depending on their schedules. But the one thing I do remember is one student on my first year, she said to me, "Thank you for starting my running career." And she started doing
Oh,
races and stuff, and that just made my heart happy. That I started her
that's so
career.
It's adorable. I also think like I had such a bad connotation on running when I was a kid, and I
right.
can't imagine if I'd gotten to start with somebody like you or like an environment where it's made to feel like it's always going to be a little hard, but made
Yeah.
to feel fun and so supported instead of like presidential fitness test, go out and run your mile.
Right. Pacer test,
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
No,
kids
and I
take the
also feel
paper
like
test.
I
Yeah.
feel like nobody told me, like you said, like a negative connotation. I always thought like, well, if I'm not like, I'm never gonna be first, so like, why am I doing this? But how you were saying, you tell them, you're like, you don't have to be first, you don't have to be 20th. Like, just as long as you're getting up and moving your body, like that's great. And I feel like that's something I started to implement in my club
Yeah.
is realizing that a lot of my kids would get tired early and they just want to
Mhm.
walk, and so I started breaking it into like a running walk jog and then a walking, and they like that so much better.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's like
like,
they're still moving.
yeah,
Like
as
it's
long as
like
you're up
why
and
do we have
moving,
to tell them that everybody has to run at a
you don't
certain
have to run.
pace? Yeah.
Right,
Right.
right.
Right. That's how a lot of my students do it. Each of them had different type of goals that they wanted to do. Like I had one student who always wanted to get in 2 miles in the time that we were doing our walk run, and then there were others that just
Ah,
wanted to get it done, get their mile over with, and that was it. So it just depended on them. And I told them it's on you. It's what you have. It's what you can do.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you are active all the time because you have to be with all these classes that you're teaching.
right.
But when Arlene has a little time for Arlene, what are your favorite ways to stay active?
My two favorite ways. Number one is walking. Walking has always been my first love. So I like to walk trails and walk parks, walk the city and see the sights and just be one with nature. So that's
I love
always my
that.
first love and my go to. And then Zumba slash dance slash aqua Zumba. So
Me
any
too,
type of
girl.
dancing, and if there's music, I'm going to be dancing. I put up some pictures on my Facebook from my vacation, and there was there was a series of pictures. There was one of the songs that I do for Zumba came on, and I just started dancing, and I had my mouth all closed, but I still that was me. That's what I do. It, Anybody will tell you if I hear a song and I know it and love it, and it gives me the feeling, I'm just going to dance. But I
Right.
love
And it's
aqua
hard to
Zumba
break
as
out if
well.
you have a routine to the dance. Then it's like, yeah, I'm definitely
I
dancing.
got to
What
do
the
it.
heck?
My
You
husband
you
calls
should
me
have instructed people. You should have instructed people in
On
Jamaica.
vacation.
Yeah.
The resort might have
Resort
hired
Zumba
you and you would
class.
never come back to us. You would just be the resort Zumba instructor.
I would love that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Let's say maybe once you retire, you can do that. You
Yeah.
can be like, hey guys, here's my skills. Let me stay here with you guys.
Yes.
So what's the first step that you would encourage someone to take if they wanted to get more active overall and in their community?
Overall, I would say just do it. Just don't let your mind hold you back. I know sometimes my mind can tell me, "Oh, you can't do this. You're too big. No, you can't do that." but I can. You can. You don't have to do it like anybody else. You do it how you and your body can do it. And if you build up to where it's as good as whatever everybody else is doing, or it got progression, then great. If it never gets there, or if you just end up not liking it, then don't keep trying it. There's other things. There's so many exercises out there, so many ways to move your body. Find what you like and stick with that. And every now and then, try something else so that your body gets jolted into doing something else, but just do it. Don't ever tell yourself you can't do it. I mean, I don't know how to swim, but I get into that pool and I do aqua zumba. I tried snorkeling. Don't know how to swim, but I tried it and I was like,
Ah,
oh, can't make it, but I did it. But you tried and
Yeah.
just keep on going. And I tell anybody that comes to my classes, again, do it at your pace. If I could be like this. And if you're just like this, then you're like this. I
right.
remember when I first started going to Zumba classes, there was one lady in the corner. She was another nationality. I can't even remember what, but she would stay in the corner. And everybody was doing what the instructor was doing, but she was in the corner and she was just swaying to the music. She just was feeling the music, and that was her exercise. And I said to
I love
myself, I love that. I love
That's
that.
Yeah.
so cute.
And that's how I want people to feel. I want people to feel happy when they're doing it, as well as getting their exercise that they're doing.
Yeah, I think people get so in their head, I mean, myself included, of like, you're going to look silly doing something, or that people are going to know that you're not doing it like them. And it's like, no, we're all so focused on ourselves.
Right. Everybody's
Yes,
you're
focused on how
you're the only
right.
person that's noticing how you do it.
Right.
Everybody else is
yes,
thinking about themselves too.
Right. And I think that what I've come to realize is I've never been to an exercise class where where the instructor was not okay with modifications.
Yeah.
Like they're always okay with you doing what you're able to do. So if you're scared to go to that class, just go to the class.
just go to
You'll
the
figure
class.
it out.
You'll figure it out. Yes,
Yeah.
You'll
That's
figure
what
it
the
out.
instructors are for.
Yeah. And if they
yes.
can't, not the best instructor. But Miss Arlene would get you to do what you can do.
That's right.
Yes.
Exactly.
What advice would you give to somebody who maybe like wants to be an instructor or is interested in joining Kids on the Move or Fitness Warriors?
Go for it. I mean, go onto our website and, find the information of what you have to do. If you are, if you're living a healthy lifestyle and you want to help other people, go for it. If you want to get certified, ACE certified, study the book. Same thing with when I became the PE teacher, I had to get an endorsement to add to my certification. And again, I tried to put some doubt in myself, but I said, I got all these other certifications. It's just another test. Let me just see what I can do. And you read, you study. You have to study. You have to know your craft. You have to learn about the right ways to do things, and just put your energy to it, and it can be done.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfectly said. I love it. Well, the next part of your interview might be the most difficult. This is our this or that portion where we just ask you rapid fire questions to get to know you better, and you have to pick one answer.
I got one.
Okay.
You got one? Okay, I got two, I think. So,
Oh,
you want me to
okay.
go? Okay.
Yeah, you can go.
You said that walking is your first love. Do you prefer walking trails or walking in the city if you can only pick one?
Trails.
Okay.
Okay.
Not as a New York girl, that is not what I thought you would say, but it
Right.
is it's a very different feeling.
It's a calming feeling for me.
Yeah.
Right.
I do most of my walking at the Petersburg National Battlefield, and it's
Oh,
something about
cool.
the trees for each season. I especially love the fall with the different colors and the leaves falling and the sound of the crunching leaves. The winter when it's bare, and if it had been a snowstorm and there's still a little bit of ice on the limbs, love it. Spring, morning dew drops on the trees. Summer is a little bit less my favorite because it's hot out and you're wet, but yeah,
But she's
trails.
a nature girl.
Yeah, I'm nosy, so I want to see what the people are up to. I like that city life. I'm trying to look
What
and see
y'all
what
doing?
y'all doing in your backyard. What's happening?
Okay, second this or that question. Do you prefer regular Zumba or aqua Zumba?
Aqua Zumba.
Really?
Hmm. I love the
I
water.
really want to try Aqua Zumba. I've never tried it. I love Zumba regular, and I've never
Mhm.
tried an Aqua Zumba class. And I don't know what the difference. Well, obviously the water, but like I don't know what. Why do you like the Aqua Zumba better?
The water, and there's more resistance in the water. Like, the moves when you're just on land, it's like, hey, but in the water, it's
Right.
like, hey, I got to
Yeah.
look forward to that. So, but you should come on to my class
I was about to say I
starting
I'd
might
come
have
with
to check.
you.
Really?
Wednesday
Yeah.
at
Yeah, I
VSU,
might have to check it out.
Wednesday at VSU at 5:30, or Saturday at the Y 9 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, I would go try it
Yeah,
with
I was
you.
gonna say you might
I'm
see us
curious.
there. I am very curious.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to try it, but I haven't. So
And I don't do any like pool workouts, period. And people are always like, it's so good for you. Like, because that's
yeah,
another thing you can continue to do as you get older so easily because of the low impact. And
right.
it's still so good for
Yes,
you. So
And as
yes,
two girls who love the pool,
it's two girls who love the pool.
we might as well.
Which leads in perfectly to my next question for you. You said you were just in Jamaica. Are you more of a beach person or a pool person when you're on vacation?
beach all the way. Beach,
Really?
beach, beach. I was in that ocean water more than I don't think we went to the pool maybe twice, and not even for that
Okay.
long.
I'm with you. I like the beach, especially a beach like that blue water. And I'm trying to stay right there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was about to say
Yes.
I definitely felt a lot better about being in the ocean water when I was in Mexico because they had that like big thing
That net
and I was
around.
like, "Woo, nothing's gonna get me here."
You could see it if it was
Yeah,
coming
you see it.
too.
Yeah, so I agree. In the
Even
summer
if
like
something
that.
can get through that net, every beach should just put like a fake net up so that my
Yeah,
mind tells me nothing can get me.
nothing's gonna get me. Right? Yeah, net all
Yeah.
the way.
Love the pool at home, but I love a beach.
Okay,
Yeah. It's
cool,
great.
cool.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. This was great to talk to you. And I think that you're just such a great inspiration for like people who think they don't have time to do, to help other people or to lead classes in their community or anything like that. And then you meet somebody like you and you're
Doing it
like,
every day.
you got time and you do it all.
Yeah.
You have to
And
make
you're
the
still
time
going on
work.
vacation, which is probably how
Right.
you're able to do it all because you
Right.
you rest a
She
little
needs
and
to
then you come
relax.
back.
Right.
Yes.
Come back and then class is harder than it was last week.
Well,
Well,
thank
thank
you
you
so
for
much for all you
having me.
do.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Arlene.
Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
so
Have a
much.
great week. Bye.
Bye.